ain't no secret. Should do Eddie Kane Jr. Like, share, subscribe. If you subscribe to me, leave a comment down the video so I can sub back to you. Deuce. Ain't no secret. Should do Eddie Kane Jr. Like, share, subscribe. If you subscribe to me, leave a comment down the post. I'ma sub back to you. Rit. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, my people, welcome back. You know where we at. It's EKJOnSports, and we're here to discuss the biggest game of the weekend. We got the San Francisco 49ers, and we got the Dallas Cowboys. Now, this is an early season battle, but this could have long-lasting ramifications throughout the playoffs. Could determine like who might have home field in an NFC. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. So, and the main thing is you want to have that tiebreaker over the other, over the opponent. So you know what I'm saying? You want to get this win. And then the Cowboys, they've had 12 wins the last 2 seasons, and yet and still have not made it to the NFC title game. And the team that stood in their way both times and knocked them out of the playoffs both times were the San Francisco 49ers. So we're gonna see how Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy can handle that pressure that's gonna be coming from both of these top defenses in the NFL. So Brock Purdy, he's 9-0 as the 49ers starter going back to last season. He's been steady and has protected the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's key for any quarterback, let alone one coached by Kyle Shanahan. Purdy, he's run for 2 touchdowns and thrown for 5 with no interceptions. And he got a 72% completion percentage. He's been a great distributor to the many weapons on offense. Running back Christian McCaffrey is having an MVP caliber season to this point. He's a problem, and he got to be identified by the defense. He's averaging 114.8 yards per game. He's got 6 touchdowns rushing and 1 receiving, and he hasn't fumbled the ball. And that's the thing about McCaffrey. He is a 2-way threat coming out of the backfield on screens. He could take it the distance, or he can go between the tackles, or he could take a sweep and take that mug around the edge and take it to the house. Very versatile back. Kyle Juszczyk, that's his fullback. He's leading away from McCaffrey, man. He's going in the hole, opening up holes, and he also will slip out the backfield and catch a pass or 2 every now and again. Deebo Samuel, we know about him. He's a threat running the ball and receiving the ball. You know what I'm saying? He's the second leader rusher on the team, and he's Purdy's favorite target. All-Pro tight end George Kittle, he's doing his usual things. He doesn't have a touchdown to date, but George Kittle is a complete and a well-rounded tight end. He can block. He's one of the better blocking tight ends in the league, and he has some of the best hands in the league, wide receiver or tight end. Now, on the defensive side, San Fran has the top defense in the league, led by linebacker Fred Warner and defensive end Nick Bosa. You know what I'm saying? Fred Warner's a linebacker, and his linebacker mate, Dre Greenlaw. You know what I'm saying? They formed the best linebacker duo in the league. One of the best in league history. You know what I'm saying? So they lead the number 1 defense in the league. You got Bosa coming off one edge. You got Drake Jackson, who's tied for the team lead in sacks, coming off the other edge. He has 3 sacks. He and defensive tackle Jason Hargrave, they are tied for the team lead in sacks. And the thing is, they're going to need to put constant pressure on Dak Prescott. He has not had the start he wants this season. Granted, the Cowboys are 3-1, but he has looked very pedestrian. I don't know if he's still pressing on trying too hard to get that new contract, but he's a little bit off right now. He has thrown 4 touchdowns and 1 pick. CeeDee Lamb is looking to take that next step as a superstar, and he's averaging 77 yards a game with only 1 touchdown. Now, Brandon Cooks was brought in the offseason. He was to be the number 2 receiver and take a little heat off of CeeDee Lamb. He hasn't synced with Prescott as of yet. But who is a quarterback security blanket when he's struggling? You already know who it is. It's the tight end. And Jake Ferguson, is Prescott's second leading receiver with 17 catches and a TD grab. Dallas also has a top 3 defense in the league. All-pro DN/linebacker Micah Parsons, he gave the Cowboy fans a scare when he limped off the field last week, but he also returned to that game. So he's banged up, but he will play versus the Niners. He is crucial because he is a wrecking ball. He leads the boys with 4 sacks, 6 tackles for loss, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. The boys did lose Pro Bowl cornerback Trayvon Diggs for the season to an ACL, so they're going to need Stephon Gilmore and Jordan Lewis to step up in that defensive backfield. Now, we come time to Eddie Kane Jr.'s prediction. Now, Brock Purdy, he's been sacked 7 times so far this season. Dak Prescott's been sacked 6 times. And the Cowboys have a banged up O-line. So I'm looking to see which O-line can keep their quarterback upright the most. Who can provide the most cleanest pockets and provide running lanes for their running backs and for their QBs. I'm going to have to give the slight edge to Nick Bosa and the San Francisco 49ers. I just see them with that, and also injuries will play a factor, you know what I'm saying, with Michael Parsons being banged up, with the Cowboys losing like one of the, arguably like the top 1 or 2 defensive backs in the league in Trayvon Diggs to ACL. That's going to play a factor. So I'm looking at the Niners being able to make enough plays and pressure Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy, not having to do too much, just distribute the ball to his playmakers and try to play mistake-free football. So I see this being close, and I don't see the Cowboys coming to San Fran and getting that W. I got San Francisco 49ers 27, Dallas Cowboys 20. That's just how I see it. You should do Eddie Kane Jr. If you're not a Renegade, hit that sub button. Welcome to the Renegades. Dude.